It's a beautiful Sunday morning in the fabulous Florida Keys. I'm Gary McAdams with eXp Realty. Still a little cool for us down here, the locals. It's about 68, 69 degrees, but that's better than what we've had. And if you want to believe the weather forecast, it's supposed to warm up this week. So hopefully we'll have some nice weather this week. This is my morning market MLS update I do every morning right about this same time. I report all the new listings in Key West and the lower Keys that have come on the market in the last 24 hours. If you watch this video every day, you'll be ahead of most buyers. You'll know about all the new listings from Big Pine Key down to Key West the same day the realtors find out about them. You can also get a much more detailed description of these listings, including photographs, if you follow my blog, keywestinvesting.com. I'll put that web address in the description down below. There's a lot more details on the individual homes in the blog, a lot more information, any unique features the home might have, photos of the inside of the home, photos of the outside of the home. If the home happens to be waterfront, there'll be photos of the water view, photos of the boat dock edge. If it happens to have a pool, there'll be photos of the pool. Just a lot more information than I cram into a couple-minute quick YouTube video. Again, that web address is keywestinvesting.com, and it's updated every day from the Florida Keys multiple listing service. If you like this video and you want to stay current with what's being listed in the Florida Keys at what price, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do a video just like this every morning. As long as you're down there subscribing, right next to it, you'll see that thumbs up symbol, the like symbol. If you could please click that, that helps my channel grow. That'll help me out a lot. I'd appreciate that if you just do that. Today we have 5 new listings to talk about. Before I go over the new listings, the state of Florida's legal department has to butt in and make me cover the boring stuff. The information I'm about to give you comes directly from the Florida Keys multiple listing service. I'm not accepting any responsibility for any of these listings. I'm not claiming any of these listings to be my own listing, and I'm not accepting any responsibility if there's any inaccuracies in the information I give you. I'm simply reading it to you right from the Florida Keys multiple listing service. The first one we have is a house in Key West's Truman Annex neighborhood in Old Town. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 1,426 square foot house. The Truman Annex is a great area. It's couple blocks from Duval Street. You can walk to Duval Street. You can walk to the Truman Waterfront Park. You can walk to Mallory Square for the famous Key West Sunset Festival. You could walk or take a bicycle to Fort Zachary Taylor, which is, in my opinion, the nicest beach we have in Key West. Also in the Truman Annex, you can rent in 7-day intervals, where the majority of Key West that does not have a transient license is a 30-day minimum rental period by law. This house, again, is 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 1,426 square feet. It's being offered at $2,949,000, which is a very good price for a house this size in the Truman Annex. Then we go to 11th Street in Key West's Newtown neighborhood. We have a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 1,616 square foot house. Has a nice privacy wall around it, a lot of tropical landscaping. It's a very nice house. It's being offered at $975,000, which is an excellent price for Newtown, for a house. Excellent price for any house in Key West. Excuse me a minute while I sip my Coke. My voice is still a little raspy. I'm not 100% recovered from my hospital stay. Then the next 2 listings are in an area called Venture Out up on Cudjoe Key. Venture Out's a very unique community. It's a mobile home park that's gated community. The biggest feature of Venture Out that people love, most people buy them as investment income properties. You can rent them one night at a time like a hotel, with the majority of Monroe County, which is unincorporated Monroe County, which is the lower Keys, is a 28-day minimum rental period by law. They have a 24-hour manned gated security guard. They also have another security guard walking the property or riding a golf cart 24 hours a day. They have a big marina there, boat ramp, ship store, fuel dock, bait and tackle. They sell soft drinks, they sell beer and wine, sunblock, fishing gear, everything you need for a day on the water. They also have a tennis court, a pickleball court, a full-size regulation basketball court, shuffleboard courts. They're a great vacation rental community. People tend to either really, really like venture out or really dislike venture out. I happen to fall on the latter. I'm not a former venture out. This one's a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 754 square foot mobile home. If you look at the listing on my blog, keywestinvesting.com, they call it a manufactured home. That's just a fancy way of saying mobile home without the axles on it. It is on the canal, but it's a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom mobile home, and they're asking $495,000 for it. For me, that's just way overpriced, even as a rental income. I've ran the numbers on probably 15 to 20 venture out units. I had a gentleman that was interested in it, and he decided to pass. The average gross ROI is about 4.5% to 5%. Then you add in your management fees, which are 20% of the gross. Then your maintenance fees, your HOA fees, your property taxes, your insurance, your electric bill, your water bill, your wear and tear on the property. And you have to allow for some vacancy times. You're not going to be rented year round. Your actual cash on cash net ROI is about 2.5% to 3%, which you could put that same money in a long-term CD in most banks and make a higher interest rate than that, and you have no risk of worrying about your tenants damaging the property, no risk about a hurricane coming, no worries about, is it going to be rented, is it not going to be rented? I'm just not a fan of venture out myself. The next one, also in venture out, is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 828 square foot. Again, they list it as manufactured home, which is basically a mobile home without axles. I won't go into all the details about the park again because I'm just repeating what I just said, but this is $829,000 for a mobile home. That's just crazy. Then the last listing we have is up on Summerlin Key in a subdivision called Summerlin Key Cove. Summerlin Key is a very desirable key, especially for the boaters. The boating, you have much deeper canals, a deeper controlling depth coming in, easy access to the open ocean for offshore fishing or to go to Lukey Reef and dive or snorkel, and real easy access under the bridge to the Florida Keys backcountry, which is probably the nicest boating in the Keys, most beautiful boating, and average depth of the water is from 1.5 to 3 feet. You see the fish, you'll see the sharks, you'll see the turtles turning, you'll see the dolphin jumping. There's a lot of sandbars out there and just uninhabited islands that are owned by the government with a nice beach. People just beach their boat and have an afternoon cookout or an afternoon picnic, afternoon cocktail party right on the water. This one's a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom, 2,416 square foot house with a nice pool right on the canal on Gulf Drive. It's being offered at $2,895,000, which is a great price for a house that size on Summerlin Key. Absolutely, you want to look at that one quickly if you want to look at Summerlin. That one, I don't expect to see it around long. And that's all we have for today. If you want to take a look at any of these homes or any home anywhere in the Florida Keys, give me a call at 305-731-0501. And don't forget to check out my blog, keywestinvesting.com. I'm Gary McAdams with eXp Realty.